What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Heart DFS, and today we have another NBA Slate breakdown for Draftkings. If you guys like these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. To a huge help for my channel. Leave me some comments if you want anything answered. Don't forget to head over to my Twitter, Heart DFS. I'll answer any questions you have. Put up my Prize Picks videos, which I know you guys love right now. Been on a heater the past 3 days, so I've been doing Prize Pick videos every day, and we'll continue that for the foreseeable future because they're great. I love it. Prize Picks is a great product, so make sure to check that out. I'll link it above, and let's get into it today. We have a lot of good games today, a lot of good game environments, and I love Cat at 9-3 and the spot against Boston. As we can see, the last time Cat was 9-3 was, I think, January. Yep. January against Utah, which you'd think wouldn't be a good matchup against Gobert, dropped 69. So I love Cat in this price, usage, everything. Lock in Cat, I would say, as of right now for that price against Boston. Moving on, we got Anthony Edwards, 6,900. He's kind of been all over the place when it comes to the past 2 months. It's not a bad price for him, especially in this game environment. It's just more of like a GPP play, dart throw, if you say. Same with D'Angelo. He has a little bit more of a safer floor just because of the more consistent scoring. But as we can see, he can have some terrible games. I don't mind them. They're more secondary plays on this side for me, just like Cat at the top. At 9,300. Pat Bev, I don't know if he had to go there. It just kind of seems forced. That really does it for me on this side. I know Beasley's out and McLaughlin has been getting a little bit more run, but he's also questionable. To keep an eye on that. That means, look at a guy like Jalen Noel. He's a good point per minute guy when he gets the run, but he's just been staying under 20 minutes, obviously, because all the guards are pretty healthy for the Timberwolves. But if we see McLaughlin go out, definitely look to a guy like Noel to come off the bench to fill in those spots behind, D'Angelo or Anthony Edwards, the shooting guards and the point guards. But yeah, Cat at the top, I like him. And today, I think this will be the first video that will be under 10 minutes when it comes to these slate breakdowns. I'm going to try to do this fast. We only have a 6-gamer, so let's get into it. Tatum, 9-6, questionable. Is probable. See Jaylen Brown, probable. So it looks like they're both going to play. Both great prices for this game. I think I'd rather go to Brown. I know he's a little bit more scoring dependent, doesn't get as much of the peripherals, rebounds, and assists, but both great spots, especially if you're going to run some more guys on the Minnesota side. Definitely have at least Tatum or Brown. Robert Williams, his prices come down to 6K. Not a bad spot. His Esau against Utah was able to do well, get a double-double. Cat's not the best at D, so I see this as being a decent spot for Robert Williams as well. He'd be my almost my favorite play on the Boston side, but do like all three at the top. Derek White, not bad, not a bad play. Pritchard, okay. Yeah, so I'd say number one play on the side would be Robert for me, and then Tatum Brown, throwing a guy like Derek White. Golden State, Washington, Steph's still out, so as I mentioned in my last video, Clay, could have a great game, and he ended up doing it. He ended up shooting 14, 26, 9 of 16 from 3, played amazing. Should be another game where he should be able to do well against Washington. Bad defense, should be a fast-paced game. The price isn't the best, but it's one of those where he's going to be extremely low owned, and if he has a great game like last game, could really help you win the slate. And froze for a second, sorry. Jordan Poole, his price is just not moving. I don't know why. He's been consistently getting you like 35 or more fancy points, shooting the ball extremely well, shooting it a ton. Has a lot of assists upside, being the main point guard, so really like him in the spot at 7-7. Don't think it's to go to Andrew Wiggins. The guy I would take a dart throw on, and I keep saying this, is Draymond Green. Steph being out really hurts his assist opportunities, but he does run the point a little bit Clay's been shooting well as of last game. Jordan Poole's been shooting well the past month. I do think one of these games he's going to get that triple-double upside that he showed last year, but who knows? It's just more of a dart throw. And then I guess you could go to a guy like Porter Jr. As we saw before this, 26, 29, 25 minutes. Playing decent. It's just more of a dart throw. I mostly just like Clay, Poole, and Draymond as the dart throw. Washington side. Porzingis top 8-5. Told you guys the last game to play him. He was my thumbnail. 57 fantasy points. Great spot again. His price went up a little bit. But Kuzma is still out, I believe. Well, we'll have to wait for the news. If Kuzma's in, that does hurt Porzingis a little bit, but not too much. Kuzma's in, no minutes limit. I do like Kuzma at 7-6 in the spot. And going on to the rest of the team, it's more of a crapshoot just because I think Sato got the start. So if Sato starts again, I really like him. He got 30 minutes, doesn't shoot the ball a ton, but can definitely get you there for a price of 3,800. Yeah, just keep an eye out on the starting news again, because if Sato plays, play him. If Kuzma plays, I'd say play him as well. Moving on to Philly and Phoenix, should be a great game. I don't know if a lot of people are going to go to this game just because of Phoenix being good defensively. But as I said in the last video, play Harden, 65. So between Harden and Porzingis, you're already at like 114, 115 fantasy points. They both hit. It was great. I expect another good game from Harden, 10K. Price hasn't changed at all. A little bit of a harder matchup, but do think he should be able to play well. I don't know if I'm going to get to Embiid. Obviously, MVP season for Embiid, but 11-4 against the Phoenix defense. I just don't know if he had to do it. I do like Maxey in this spot. I do think he's going to have a lot of opportunities with Phoenix kind of focusing on Harden and Embiid. And so I think he will get a few more looks than usual and be able to perform well. Tobias, don't know if he had to go there. He's just the fourth option now. And yeah, that kind of does it for me. It's just really Joel or Harden on this team, and then Maxey's kind of like that dart throw for GPPs. Phoenix side, Booker 9-4. Amazing last game, 49-10. I think people might chase a little bit. The price hasn't moved at all, but I do think that's really his ceiling is at 50 fantasy point wise. I don't think he should go there for 9-4. Rather get to Chris Paul, who only played 30 minutes. I don't think he was limited that much. Yeah, I don't think he'll be limited at all. I think he'll have a good amount of minutes. Really like this matchup. Should be a great game. I think lock Chris Paul in at this price of 7-2. Ayton, I don't like this matchup regarding Embiid. Don't think it'll go there. I'm not going to go to any of the wings. I take a shot on Crowder. They'll probably use him a lot for defense. If he's hitting these threes, he'll play, he'll pay off his price. So I don't mind him. Otherwise, don't go there. Lakers side, we have LeBron questionable. He should be playing, but definitely keep an eye out on that because I think they're going to need him because they're trying to secure that last playoff spot. I think they're 9 maybe. So they're going to, try to get the 8th seed, if not stay in the 9th seed. So they're going to want him to play. So it's looking at he'll play. You could spot against New Orleans. I'd play him. Don't go to Russ. And I keep saying, guys like Malik Monk, Melo are definitely, decent options because even though LeBron's been doing everything, Malik Monk's a good scorer, had a few rough games the past month, but do like him. As I keep mentioning, Austin Reeves getting about, close to 30 minutes a game, not the highest usage guy or the, highest shooting guy, but can definitely go off for some decent stats, especially at 3,700. And if for some reason LeBron's out, definitely load up on guys like, I don't know if I could get to Russ. Even with LeBron out, he's done better past month, but still just don't like playing him. But I'd get to guys like Malik Monk, Melo, and Reeves. Pelican side, CJ's questionable, J Val's questionable, Brandon Ingram was probable. If Ingram's not on the minutes limit, I'd say lock him in. Even with J Val and CJ, it looks like J Val probably won't play. We'll have to see. This game just really depends on who is playing and who's not playing. So I do like Ingram in this spot if he doesn't have a minutes limit. 8-6 for CJ, like that as well. Even with, Ingram coming back, CJ, it doesn't affect him really that much at all. I think it would affect J-Vol a little bit. But yeah, I really like these guys and their prices on this side. Moving on, Charlotte Brooklyn, another great game. Should be fast paced, should be high scoring. Melo at 8-7, good play. Kyrie's small. Melo should be able to take advantage. He's shooting a ton of threes. Like him for that price. Same with Miles. Back-to-back great games. I called out that Utah game. He'd be the leading scorer, and he was. Hit his prize picks. It was very nice. Another great matchup, even though he has to guard Durant. I do think it's a good matchup for Miles Bridges, this game environment. Same with Rozier. Really like him in 7-1. Like his prize picks of over 20.5 points. He had 30 the last game against Brooklyn. So just really like this game environment overall. I think you could definitely stack this game environment and do well. I think a guy like Montrezl could have a sneaky game. I know he's only limited to around 20 minutes, but let's say they go small ball, which, Brooklyn likes to do. Montrezl could be a sneaky play over Plumlee. Brooklyn side, Durant top 11K, Kyrie. It just feels like, they blew out Miami last game more than the score shows. And so that's why him and Kyrie both didn't do well at all. Just because they didn't really play or have to shoot because they were up 30 the whole game after the first quarter. And so I think it's just one of those games where you definitely want to play one of these guys on the slate. Ben Simmons still out. Bruce Brown don't go there. As I mentioned, Claxton, playing because Drummond might get in foul trouble. 25 fantasy points at 4,600, pretty decent spot. Seth Curry is the only other play I like besides Kyrie and Durant. Otherwise, I don't think I'd get to anyone else in this team. Last game of the day, approaching 12 minutes, so not bad. Utah, Dallas, really like this game as well. So as I said, pretty much all these games are great game environments. Should be a very high-scoring slate. Donovan Mitchell, really like him in the spot. He's kind of disappointed in the last one. 41. He was a point away, or I should say half a point, but obviously you can't get a half a point away for his prize picks and a half a point for his prize picks, points, rebounds, assists. So that was unfortunate, but another great game spot for him against Dallas. Should be playing a lot of minutes, should be playing very well. Gobert, I just don't know if I'm going to get there for that price. Hasn't been showing that huge of upside. Good game environment for Jordan Clarkson. Just more scoring dependent. Don't know if he'd get there for 5-8. I just said my favorite play on the side is pretty much just Donovan. Has huge upside in this game. Luka price has come down a bit, which is very nice. Get him at a little bit of a discount. Hasn't been flashing huge upside recently besides that 68-point game, but do really like it. Like him in this spot in this game environment against Utah. Dinwiddie coming back down to earth. Same with Brunson, just because of Luka's usage. I'd say if you want to take a shot, go to Brunson over Dinwiddie. I know Dinwiddie would be more popular, but I do think Brunson's just more well-rounded, a little bit better of a scorer and shooter than Dinwiddie. But I don't like him at this price. It's just mostly, let's see, Maxey. Maxey might get a little bit more run, and they might, go a little bit bigger against Gobert. So maybe at 3,800 for Maxey. Not bad, but I think it might be a little bit forced. Just really like Luka on the side and Donovan on the other side. And that pretty much does it for me today, guys. This is kind of the direction I'm looking to go. Still deciding if I want to play one of those studs from the Brooklyn side between Durant and Kyrie, but I do really like this direction. Gives you 4,200 to work with between 4 more slots. So if you guys could give me a like, that'd be much appreciated. Subscribe, that'd be huge as well. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll have another slate breakdown coming tomorrow, as well as another prize pick video. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoy your day and have a good one.